See, Andy wasn't even sitting down.
Yeah, well, obviously excited to move on from Iowa. You know, we had a really good practice yesterday and just kind of talked about, you know, what went wrong in those last couple of minutes and what we did right, because we did do a lot of really good things. You know, make sure that we get the team's spirit back, get them excited again about, you know, a Big Ten, you know, game right in front of us in our home building. So, you know, those are special experiences, and I know our guys need to be excited about it.
How did you go about doing that? You said you kind of gathered the team around and talked about
Yeah, normally, you know, one of the harder things for players is they know when they make mistakes during the course of a game is seeing it on film in front of your peers. You know, and I'm going to tell the truth, and nobody loves that. Sometimes they need to see it, sometimes they don't. You know, I thought at the end of that game, like, it was glaring what the problems were. It wasn't, hey, let's change this and then that'll fix that. Like, no, we just made mistakes at the wrong times. So I'm not sure what the teaching moments are really there besides, like, hey, let's just be tougher down the stretch mentally and physically. You know, so we just talked about, okay, who made a mistake, raise your hand, say what it was, and then boom, we move on, let's go practice, where I don't normally do that. So if we win tomorrow, it worked. If we lose, it didn't work. The way it works.
You talked about on the radio about fatigue not being a factor with Marcus, that, you know, the Purdue game was the only one that you felt like that was the case. When he does make mistakes, what do you think is more the cause of maybe some of the...
He's just making mistakes.
Yeah.
You know, I think with the stoppage of play, TV timeouts and things like that, like, we're only playing 30 games. I don't see it. Again, Purdue, I saw it, you know, but he doesn't look real tired out there, but he's a sophomore. He's going to make mistakes. Nobody's perfect, but he's doing a lot of good too.
Do you see similarities to last year at this time, where we kind of need to go on a little bit of a run?
Well, yes and no. Our schedule is better this year than last year. I mean, I don't know what it is today, but it's top 3, where last year wasn't that. So we had more wins to feel good about, okay. But we're probably in a similar spot. With less wins, but still with some opportunities there where we could have 2 or 3 good weeks and could be in the NCAA tournament. You know, so the only difference is you had a lot of returners back last year. We got a lot of new guys on this team. You know, so narrow your focus. Indiana's a team that's right there in the NCAA tournament as well if it were to end today, so that means it's a quality win for you. See if you can go get it.
Is that mental bounce back tough to do after such a, you know?
Of course it is. Yeah, I mean, it's human nature. You have a bad day, like anyone does in all walks of life, you have to be able to respond. You know, you're going to be put in a position when you compete where you may make a mistake. It happens to every athlete in every sport. The ones that have the short memory are the ones that are you know, the good ones. And we got to remember, we did a lot of good things. We really did. We just, for a couple minutes there, we had some moments where they weren't great, but we still had a chance to beat a really good team. Just didn't do it.
Marcus is one of those kids that he's shown to be able to bounce back from you know, games where he struggled in a big way. How important would that be to see?
I don't know. I don't think he struggled last game. I mean, you know, maybe if you look at statistically, some shooting percentage-wise, I thought he played well. I thought he got some assists. I thought that, you know, he made some pretty good plays down the stretch where guys kind of dropped some balls. But, you know, I thought he played really good defense, rebounded the ball. So I didn't think he struggled.
What do you think is the common theme in games where he's able to get to the rim and have as much success at times as he has?
Well, I think it's all connected. You know, good offense means, okay, if you're getting to the rim, maybe you're getting out on the break, that means you're playing good defense. If it's a ball screen, you're sprinting into that ball screen and you're spacing the court properly. You know, so there's so many things that go into that. But a good offense is connected, and it's connected to a good defense. You know, I think that the more we can get stops, like our defense is improving, means we're getting out on the break, and that's the easiest time to score.